Ready. Play.
Danielle Collins, of course, coming through yesterday against Iga Swiatek. Do let me know your thoughts on Iga right now in the chat. I've had quite a few questions. In fact, we can go right back to the beginning of the show with, hello, what's wrong with Iga Swiatek? Well, that's a very blunt way of putting that question. I did predict at the beginning of the year that maybe she might find things a bit tough. I think she's going to drop to 4 in the rankings as a result of that straight sets loss to Danielle. Maybe this is the most worrying of all these losses that she's been having. Take Madison Keys, for example. Let's not forget it was still equaled her best ever result in Australia, and Australia may always be one of the tougher slams for her, of course, if you compare it to the French Open and even the US Open, which she's won in the past. Whereas, of course, Australia's always been difficult for her. Wimbledon, I think, will remain that case as well. But look at my predictions for the year end. I think I had her at 5. And I think, and I will repeat this, although I got killed on Twitter for saying this a few weeks ago, I just think Iga has even been a bit fortunate that the players with any kind of consistency on the tour have been outside the top 10 at the beginning of the year. And I'm thinking of particularly of Mira Andreeva, Madison Keys as well. Those are the two sort of other players as well as Sabalenka that have shown any kind of form. Whereas Goff, Rybakina, Zheng, for various different reasons, Pegula as well, have all been pretty inconsistent. And therefore, Iga's managed to hold on to that 2 ranking for much longer than I would expect. But now she's going to slip to number 4. And I think that's probably more or less where she'll be seeded for the upcoming French Open, unless she takes a wild card for Strasbourg or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you think. I say, so it's got Danielle Collins' backhand was absolute fire yesterday, as it can be. I remember in the prediction show I did with Brenner, just not quite. I was basing actually a lot of my thoughts on that match about Danielle rather than Iga, and I just thought Danielle on a slow clay court against someone of Iga's level. And this is also Danielle that hadn't shown in 2025 some of the flashes of brilliance that she showed in 2024. And yet yesterday, she certainly was able to do that. People asking questions about Wim Fissette. I actually found her response in a press conference, Iga, in the build-up to Rome, not the most convincing regarding the situation with Wim Fissette. But we'll see. I think it would be unfair to judge it just yet. I think we need to probably wait for the rest of this season. But yeah, I think there's doubts. And there's certain members of the team that are rock solid, let's say, and I don't think she has any intention of dispensing with them. And there are others that come into the team and are immediately under scrutiny. And of course, Wim very much fitting that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.